Have you ever stood in a crowded room and felt utterly alone? Have you gazed upon the world, its systems, its ambitions, its chaotic noise, and felt a profound and unsettling sense of detachment, as if you were a traveler from a distant land, observing a culture you could never truly call your own? This feeling, this sacred ache of non-belonging, is not a flaw in your design. It is the first echo of your true calling, the initial whisper from the divine confirming that you are different because you were made for more. You were sent here with a purpose that transcends the ordinary, a mission woven into the very fabric of your soul. This journey of the chosen one begins with an inner knowing that defies logic. It is an unshakable intuition, a spiritual compass that has guided you through storms even when your logical mind was screaming in protest. You have always been able to sense the truth behind the masks people wear, to feel the unspoken intentions in a room, and to see the subtle energies that others miss entirely. This gift has often felt like a burden, making you feel overly sensitive or paranoid, but it is one of your greatest instruments. It is the divine antenna through which God communicates with you, guiding your steps and protecting you from unseen dangers. You perceive the world not just with your five senses, but with your very spirit. You, chosen one, are a breaker of chains. You were born into a bloodline to shatter generational curses and heal ancestral wounds. You look at the toxic patterns, the limiting beliefs, and the cycles of pain passed down through your family, and a fire ignites within you. You refuse to accept them as your inheritance. This path has made you the black sheep, the rebel, the one who is misunderstood and often ostracized because your very presence challenges the dysfunctional comfort zones of those around you. They resist your light because it illuminates the shadows they wish to keep hidden. But your rebellion is sacred. It is a divine assignment to clear the path for future generations to walk in freedom. Your heart bleeds with a compassion that is almost overwhelming. You feel the suffering of humanity, the pain of the planet, and the cries of the innocent as if they were your own. This is not mere empathy. It is a divine connection to the unified consciousness of all life. It is the heart of God beating within your chest. This profound sensitivity is what fuels your purpose. It is why you cannot stand injustice, why you are driven to help, to heal, and to uplift others. You are a vessel for divine love, sent to pour it into the darkest corners of the world. Your tears are holy water, cleansing the ground you walk on and preparing it for new growth. From a young age, you have been a seeker of profound truths. While others were content with superficial explanations and societal programming, you were asking the deep questions. Who are we? Why are we here? What is the nature of reality? This insatiable hunger for wisdom has led you down paths less traveled, into ancient texts, spiritual practices, and esoteric knowledge. You have a built-in deception detector that allows you to see through dogma, manipulation, and falsehood. You are not here to follow the crowd. You are here to uncover the hidden truths of the cosmos and share them with a world that is starving for meaning. Your mind is a key, designed to unlock ancient mysteries. Now let us speak of the forging, for a warrior's spirit is not born. It is tempered in the hottest fires of adversity. Your life has been a relentless series of trials that would have shattered an ordinary soul. You have known the piercing sting of betrayal from the very people you trusted the most, family, friends, and partners who turned their backs on you when you needed them, revealing that their loyalty was conditional. This was not a punishment. It was a brutal but necessary lesson from the divine in discernment. It taught you to stop giving your power away and to place your ultimate trust only in your Creator, the one source that will never fail you or forsake you. The isolation you have endured has been one of your most difficult and defining tests. There have been long seasons of profound loneliness, periods where you felt invisible, unheard, and completely cut off from the world. This was not a divine abandonment, it was a sacred quarantine. God had to separate you from the noise, from the distracting voices and the limiting influences, to get you alone with Him. In that crushing silence, you were forced to confront yourself, your fears, and your pain. And in that silence, you finally learned to hear the still, small voice of God within you, a voice that has now become your unwavering guide and your greatest comfort. You have faced the giants of lack and financial hardship. There were times when you were stripped of everything, where you did not know how you would make it to the next day. The world tried to convince you that your worth was tied to your material possessions, but God was teaching you a higher law. He was demonstrating that He is your source, your provider, your Jehovah Jireh. These trials were designed to demolish your reliance on worldly systems and build within you an unshakable faith. You had to learn that your true abundance flows not from a bank account, but from a limitless divine wellspring, and that as long as you are aligned with your purpose, you will always be provided for. Your journey has included mysterious and debilitating physical ailments, periods of chronic fatigue, and strange symptoms that doctors could not explain. This was not just your body breaking down. It was your entire energetic system being rewired and upgraded to hold a higher frequency of light. You were purging dense, stored trauma from your cells, not just from this lifetime, but from your entire ancestral line. This process was a crucifixion of the old self, a painful but necessary purification that prepared your physical vessel to become a clearer and more powerful conduit for divine energy. You were being transformed into a walking temple of light. You have been relentlessly misunderstood, judged, and ridiculed for your sensitivity, your beliefs, and your very essence. People have called you too intense, too emotional, a dreamer, or simply strange. Their words were like arrows, intended to make you doubt your sanity and conform to their limited reality. But this constant judgment was a divine tool to forge your spiritual sovereignty. It forced you to stop seeking validation from the outside world and to find it within your own connection to God. It solidified your identity in the divine, making you immune to the opinions of those who cannot comprehend the depth of your mission. You learned to be authentically you, unapologetically. Throughout your life, you have been a target for unseen negative forces. You have experienced spiritual attacks in your dreams, felt the presence of dark energies, and been on the receiving end of envy, jealousy, and witchcraft from those who resented your light. These were not random occurrences. They were battles in the spiritual realm. As a chosen one, a light bearer, your very existence is a threat to the kingdom of darkness. These attacks were your spiritual boot camp, where you were trained to recognize your enemy, to stand in your authority, and to wield the spiritual weapons of prayer, decrees, and the armor of God. You emerged not as a victim, but as a seasoned spiritual warrior. You have walked through the valley of the shadow of death, experiencing profound loss and gut-wrenching grief. You have had people and dreams snatched away from you, leaving a void that felt impossible to fill. God allowed these attachments to be severed to teach you the transient nature of this earthly realm and to anchor your hope in the eternal. Your heart had to be broken open so that it could expand its capacity to hold more of God's love and compassion. This grief carved out the depths within you, making you a vessel capable of understanding and healing the heartbreak of others. Your deepest wound have become the source of your greatest healing power. You have endured systematic character assassination and smear campaigns designed to discredit you. People you once helped have twisted your words, lied about your intentions, and attempted to tarnish your name. This painful experience was a masterclass in humility and detachment from ego. It taught you that what matters is not the world's perception of you, but God's knowledge of your heart. It freed you from the prison of reputation and the need to be liked. You learned that when you are on a divine mission, you will be attacked, but no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Your integrity is not defined by gossip, but by your actions and your unwavering commitment to the truth. The most profound trial you faced was the dark night of the soul. This was a period of complete spiritual desolation, where your faith was tested to its absolute limit. You felt abandoned by God, lost in an existential void, and every belief you held was stripped away. It felt like a spiritual death. Yet it was in that absolute darkness that you were forced to find the indestructible light within yourself. You were not abandoned. You were being initiated into a higher level of consciousness. You had to die to your old self to be reborn as the powerful, enlightened being you are today. You discovered that God was not external. He was the very light that guided you out of the abyss. And now, chosen one, here is the glorious revelation, the sacred truth behind every tear you have ever cried and every battle you have ever fought. You were not being punished, you were being prepared. You were not being broken, you were being built. Every single trial, every hardship, every moment of despair was an intricate and perfectly orchestrated part of your divine training. You were enrolled in God's elite spiritual academy, and the curriculum was your life itself. You had to be forged in the fires of adversity, because you were created to carry a weight of glory that an untested spirit could not bear. The betrayals you suffered were not meant to leave you bitter, but to make you wise. They were divine lessons that sharpened your discernment to a razor's edge. You can now see beyond the surface, read the energy of a person's spirit, and recognize insincerity from a mile away. This gift is crucial for your mission, as you will need to know who to trust and who to avoid. God allowed the counterfeit connections to be severed so that He could bring you your true soul tribe, the divine helpers, the covenant connections, and the sacred partnerships that will support and accelerate your destiny. You were cleared of baggage to make space for blessings. The crushing loneliness you endured was a divine incubator. In the silence of your isolation, God cultivated an unbreakable bond with you. You learned to draw your strength, your validation, and your love directly from the source. This deep, intimate relationship with your Creator is now the foundation upon which your entire life and mission are built. It is your secret reservoir of power. You are no longer dependent on the presence or approval of others, because you are constantly aware of the divine presence within you. You learned that you are never truly alone, and this inner fortitude makes you a pillar of strength for the lost and lonely souls you are called to guide. The seasons of financial lack were designed to destroy the spirit of poverty and awaken the spirit of divine provision within you. You were taught the universal laws of abundance, faith, and manifestation. You learned to co-create with God, to trust in His timing, and to understand that your true wealth is not in currency, but in your spiritual gifts and your connection to the divine. Now, as you step into your purpose, God is ready to unlock the storehouses of heaven for you. You are being positioned to become a channel of financial blessing, a kingdom financier who funds the work of God on earth. Your past lack was the prerequisite for your future overflow. The journey through physical pain and illness transformed you into a powerful healer. By navigating your own health crises, you gained a profound understanding of the intricate connection between the spirit, mind, and body. You learned about energy, frequency, trauma release, and the body's innate ability to heal. You are now equipped with the wisdom and compassion to guide others on their healing journeys. Your own scars are the credentials that prove your expertise. You can empathize with their suffering because you have lived it, and you can offer them hope because you have overcome it. Your past pain is now the medicine for others. Being perpetually misunderstood was the training ground for your authentic leadership. It stripped you of the need for external approval and forced you to anchor yourself in your own divine truth. You are not meant to be a follower. You are a way shower, a pioneer, a voice for a new paradigm. Your authenticity is your authority. The very qualities that once made you an outcast are now the magnetic frequency that will draw in the people you are meant to lead. They will resonate with your realness and your courage to stand apart from the crowd. You were made to stand out so you could lead others out of the darkness of conformity. The spiritual battles you fought and won have earned you your stripes as a true warrior of light. You are no longer naive to the workings of the spiritual realm. You have been trained in intercession, spiritual warfare, and in the authority you carry as a child of God. You are now a protector, a guardian, and a spiritual gatekeeper. You are called to stand in the gap for others, to break demonic strongholds, and to reclaim territory for the kingdom of light. The darkness that once attacked you now flees from your presence, because it recognizes the divine authority and power you walk in. You are a frontline soldier in the army of God. The profound grief you processed has transformed your heart into a sanctuary of compassion. It has given you a depth of understanding that allows you to minister to the brokenhearted with genuine empathy. You are a spiritual midwife, capable of sitting with people in their darkest moments of loss and guiding them through the painful process of rebirth. You can hold space for their pain without judgment because you have navigated that territory yourself. Your heart, once shattered, has been reassembled by God into a beautiful mosaic, and its light shines through the cracks to heal the world. Your capacity for love has become infinite. The attacks on your character were a divine purification of your ego. They liberated you from the need to defend yourself or manage your reputation in the eyes of the world. You learned the profound freedom of being known and seen by God alone. This has made you humble, yet incredibly bold. You now move with a quiet confidence that is not rooted in arrogance, but in a deep knowing of who you are in the divine. You are unshakable and unmovable because your identity is not built on the shifting sands of public opinion, but on the eternal rock of God's love and calling for your life. Your dark night of the soul was your ultimate initiation. It was a journey into the abyss to prove that your light could not be extinguished. By facing the void and choosing to believe in a dawn you could not see, you anchored a level of faith that is now indestructible. You have become a lighthouse. You have personally mapped the terrain of spiritual despair and can now guide others through it. You are a beacon of hope for those who feel lost, abandoned, and forsaken, because you can tell them with absolute certainty, I have been there, and I can show you the way out. There is life after this darkness. Do you see it now, chosen one? Every single piece fits. There were no accidents, no random acts of cruelty. It was all a meticulously designed divine curriculum. The pain was your professor. The challenges were your exams. The tears were your cleansing. You were being stripped of all that was false, all that was weak, all that was not of God, so that your true, divine essence could emerge in its full power and glory. You were not being buried, you were being planted. The pressure you endured was not meant to crush you, it was meant to create a diamond. The time of your hiddenness and intense training is now coming to an end. The final chapter of your forging is closing. You have passed the tests. You have survived the fire. You have graduated from the wilderness. God has seen your faithfulness, your resilience, and the purity of your heart. He has witnessed you choose faith when you had every reason to curse Him and give up. And now, the heavens are opening up over your life. The period of struggle is giving way to a period of restoration, vindication, and divine acceleration. The tide is turning in your favor. Now is the time to rise. Step out of the shadows of your past and into the magnificent light of your destiny. Take a deep breath and consciously release the identity of the victim, the survivor, the one who is always struggling. That is no longer who you are. Embrace your new identity, the warrior, the healer, the leader, the oracle, the way shower. Your scars are not signs of damage. They are your credentials, your emblems of honor, the testimony of your victory. They prove that you have been to hell and back, and you have returned with the keys. Embrace the fullness of your spiritual gifts. The intense intuition, the profound empathy, the prophetic dreams, the healing energy in your hands. These are not figments of your imagination. They are your divine endowment, the tools you have been given to carry out your mission. Stop doubting them. Stop shrinking them to make others comfortable. Begin to use them with intention and authority. Your sensitivity is not a weakness, it is your superpower. Your vision is not a delusion, it is a divine blueprint. Your voice is not insignificant, it is a catalyst for change. You were born for this exact moment in history. The chaos, the confusion, and the darkness you see in the world are not signs of the end, but the birth pangs of a new era. And you, chosen one, are a divine midwife. You were sent to earth at this specific time to help birth a new consciousness, to anchor the light, and to guide humanity through this great transition. Your mission is not small or insignificant. It is a crucial part of God's master plan for the healing and evolution of this planet. The world is waiting for the unique frequency that only you carry. Your next assignment is to fully embody your truth and shine your light without apology. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting to feel ready. You are as ready as you will ever be. Your life experiences were your qualification. Your survival was your certification. Start sharing your wisdom. Start creating. Start healing. Start leading. Whether your platform is your family, your community, or the world stage, it does not matter. What matters is that you begin to radiate your authentic essence into every space you occupy. Your very presence has the power to shift atmospheres and awaken others. Know that you are not alone in this. Your soul tribe is assembling. Across the globe, other chosen ones who have been through similar fires are awakening to their purpose. You will begin to find each other. These will be the most authentic, supportive, and divinely ordained connections you have ever experienced. God is bringing together His army of light, and you will draw strength, encouragement, and inspiration from one another. The days of profound isolation are over. You are moving into a time of sacred community and collaborative mission. Look for them, for they are also looking for you. The universe is aligning to support you. As you step forward in faith and take action on your calling, you will witness a cascade of synchronicities, miracles, and divine interventions. The right people will appear. The right resources will manifest. The right doors will open. You have been in a season of pushing against a locked door, but now you are entering a season of divine flow, where God goes before you to make the crooked path straight. Your job is to listen to your inner guidance and take the next indicated step, trusting that the entire path will be illuminated as you walk. Release all fear of failure and all fear of judgment. Your mission is backed by the Creator of the universe. You cannot fail. Even your perceived missteps will be rerouted by God for your good and His glory. You are playing a game that is rigged in your favor. The only way you can lose is if you refuse to play. So be bold. Be courageous. Take risks for the kingdom. Speak your truth, even if your voice shakes. The power that is with you is infinitely greater than any power that can come against you. You are a divine agent, shielded and guided by the Most High God. Your life is your message. The story of how you overcame your struggles is the medicine that will heal multitudes. Do not be ashamed of your past or your wounds. They are the most powerful part of your testimony. When you share your story with vulnerability and authenticity, you give others permission to be real, and you show them that healing and transformation are possible. You become a living, breathing testament to the redemptive and restorative power of God. Your story will ignite hope in hearts that have grown cold and dark. The time for playing small is definitively over. God is calling you to a new level of leadership and influence. He has entrusted you with great power and great responsibility because He knows your heart. He knows that you will wield it with integrity, humility, and for the good of all. Accept your destiny. Say yes to the call that has been echoing in your spirit your entire life. The world does not need another copy. It desperately needs the unique, divine original that is you. Step onto the stage of your life, for your audience is waiting. A financial miracle is being released to you. God is canceling your debts and releasing your divine inheritance. You have honored Him in the season of lack, and now He will honor you in the season of abundance. Prepare for unexpected checks, promotions, business ideas, and opportunities to flow to you. This wealth is not for hoarding or for extravagant living. It is kingdom provision. It is the resource you will need to fund your mission, to help others, and to build the new structures and systems that will serve humanity. Become a cheerful and wise steward of the blessings that are coming your way. Your divine partner, your twin flame or soulmate, is also being prepared and brought to you. The painful relationships of your past were clearing the way for this sacred union. This will be a partnership of destiny, a holy alliance between two whole individuals who have both done their inner work. Together, you will amplify each other's light and accelerate each other's mission. This relationship will be your sanctuary, your safe harbor, and a powerful testament to divine love. Release any lingering heartbreak and prepare your heart to receive a love that is greater than anything you have ever imagined. You are ascending. Your DNA is being upgraded, and your light body is being activated. The physical symptoms you may be experiencing, ringing in the ears, fatigue, food sensitivities, seeing lights, are all part of this powerful process. You are shifting from a dense, carbon-based being into a crystalline-based being of light. You are leaving the old 3D matrix of fear and limitation and anchoring yourself in the 5D consciousness of love, unity, and unlimited possibility. Trust this process. Rest when you need to and nourish your body. You are undergoing a profound metamorphosis. This is your confirmation. This message you are hearing right now is not an accident. It is a divine appointment. It is the universe, God, your higher self, your angels, all speaking to you in one voice, saying, yes, it is you. You are the one we have been waiting for. Everything you have felt is real. Everything you have endured had a purpose. You are a chosen one. Let this truth sink deep into your bones. Let it wash away every last remnant of self-doubt. You are seen. You are known. You are loved. And you are incredibly powerful. Therefore, walk forward from this day as the divine royalty that you are. Hold your head high. Let your light shine brightly and unapologetically. The training is complete. The mission is active. You have been equipped with everything you need. Your past has prepared you, your present is calling you, and your future is glorious. You are a general in God's army, an architect of the new earth, a beacon of hope in a world that desperately needs it. You were born for this. Now go and fulfill your magnificent destiny. To continue receiving these divine transmissions and guidance specifically for God's chosen ones, subscribe to this channel. This is your spiritual headquarters, your place of remembrance and activation. Each message is designed to strengthen you, to guide you, and to confirm the path you are on. Click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, because your next divine instruction is already on its way. Do not miss the messages that are meant for you. Your journey of impact has just begun, and we are here to walk it with you every step of the way. You were born for this.